Hello everybody, welcome back to Broken Brian, and today we're going to be taking a look at the new series Goosebumps Vanishing, coming out January 10th. Now, I'm excited, and I know it's Disney and Hulu, but wait, hold on, work with me here. Now, I grew up with Goosebumps. I mean, I never felt more like a king than walking out of the Scholastic book fair with a Goosebumps book in one hand and a sports car poster and a cool pin in the other. I mean, that was top tier, felt like a king. I mean, that's ingrained in my childhood. You know, those were always the first books that sold out at the Scholastic book fair was Goosebumps every single time. We always got them. And even when I got into junior high and they were doing them, I would still get the Goosebumps and science fiction fantasy. But I mean, always had a Goosebumps. I over the years, anytime I find one at a garage sale, estate sale, bookstore, used, I pick it up because my kids love them. They're good, they're interesting, they're funny, and they're also a little bit scary. And yes, Goosebumps is a part of my childhood, and anything that kind of taps in that nostalgia, I gotta give it a minute. I gotta give it a chance. Now, the original series on Nickelodeon, pretty hokey. Even back then, I was like, this is a little childish. Still watched it every night, every Friday night. Like that, Goosebumps, Are You Afraid of the Dark, all the Nickelodeon, Nick at Night. What was it called? What was the Nick at Night Friday night lineup called? I forget. But I mean, absolutely, I watched it all the time. And the first movie with Jack Black, I enjoyed it. I thought it was kind of neat, kind of interesting concept. I honestly didn't see the second one. Or if I did, I don't remember it. I'm almost sure I did see it, but it made zero impact on me. I can't even remember what the storyline was for it. I do remember the first one. I probably saw it because I'm sure my kids made me take them to it. I just don't remember it. Just nothing. So this is supposed to be a new series. I believe it's 8 episodes that's going to premiere on Hulu and Disney Plus, thankfully, because I know I still have Hulu. It's still owned by Disney, but it has a lot of the shows my kids like and I like. It has all the FX shows, so it's like I want to cancel it, but it's got all the Fox stuff, the FX and Fox stuff. So it's like I'm building my physical library, so I don't have to. But anyways, this trailer is going to be for this new series, and before we even get into it, let's just take a look at it, shall we?
Hey, guys.
Hey, Dad.
I want you to have a really fun and also safe summer out here. I only have one rule.
First off, hey, it's David Schwimmer. Man, we've only seen him in like, what, 3 or 4 things since Friends, and none of them have been good. Sorry, it's just, I've only seen him in a few things, and they weren't very good. I can only think of one movie he's been in, and I'm not saying the title. And everyone knows which one I'm thinking of. And so, anyways.
Stay out of the basement.
What do you got in the basement?
Stay out of the basement. That seems to be the primary theme of this book, of this series, is from the book Stay Out of the Basement. I remember that one. I remember a few of them, the puppet, and gosh, it feels so long. I haven't read them in so long, but Stay Out of the Basement, great one. I probably read that one a dozen times. I loved it. So I'm excited because this one's getting an adaptation. So let's keep going. Sorry.
Did you guys know that Devin and Cece's uncle was one of the kids who went missing in 1994?
We finally processed the request.
Only took you 30 years.
What is that?
My brother's clothes from the night he died.
They were killed by ghosts.
No, nobody knows what happened.
Yo, check this out.
hell is this? Dad! Not a good time, Devin! Holy crap! There's something in my arm! Hey,
This looks proper scary, Goosebumps style, unlike kind of the childish movie adaptation. Don't get me wrong, I enjoyed it, but this is proper trying to scare you. And it's probably not going to scare me all that much, honestly, but it will for like my kids. Probably make them do a few jump scares, but seeing as I know I'll remember all the books that they go through in this, it's proper scary. Yay, it's not like, ooh, it's a little scary for kids. No, it's proper good. Looks good.
what kind of plant should you always watch out for? An ambush.
Ha! Dad joke.
What's going on with that?
I don't know.
Trey, your car, it's in my driveway again. Trespassing.
Yo, what are you doing? Are you out of your mind?
It's a distinct possibility.
Oh, that's not good.
Things have been happening that are not normal.
Trey's missing.
Kid's missing. Sound familiar?
Dad's behind all the crazy stuff happening.
We don't know for sure that he is.
I'm not controlling the car! I don't know if I want to be down here. You don't have a kid in your basement, do you?
No, that would be... No.
Are you okay?
Who knows how kids get these ideas? Too many horror shows on TV, I say.
I mean, you know, I've got a lot of criticism against Disney and everything, but since I do believe Scholastic still owns the rights to Goosebumps now, don't think they sold them. They've probably licensed them to Disney, but Disney doesn't own the rights. So they can't do all the things they want to. Scholastic can be like, nope, you can't do that. They can listen out. You can do it. You can use our property, but you have to follow these guidelines. You can do this. You can't do this. And so that's why this project looks like it has a good chance of actually being good and not Disney garbage. And I know it's still Disney. I don't want to give them money, but I still do because I stream Hulu. But this looks like a proper good version of Goosebumps, and I'm excited about it. I mean, come on. This looks good. This is probably what I wanted as a preteen when I was reading the books and heard about they were going to do it on Nickelodeon. I was like, this is what I wanted. And we got the, Nickelodeon's got to keep it at a certain age level. No fault to them. That's their deal. That's their brand. Totally understood it. I understand it now as an adult. Back then I was like, it's okay. It's kind of cool. It's good. Are You Afraid of the Dark was better. This looks like proper good Goosebumps, and I can't wait to see it. I'm serious. And I think since Disney doesn't own the rights, we may actually get a phenomenal Goosebumps series out of this. And I'm not sure all the books are adaptation, but Stay Out of the Basement is definitely the main storyline, because that's with the plants and all that stuff coming up. I still remember, I think on the cover it had the door and the vines coming up from the basement, coming around the door, around the frame. I think that was the cover. I'm trying to remember. I think that was it. But I mean, absolutely love Goosebumps. R.L. Stine made my childhood fun and interesting, before I moved on to Stephen King, which, yes, Stephen, you still need to answer about that It thing. Yeah, I still don't know why no one holds them to account for that scene in It. You know which one I'm talking about. I'm not going to bring it up. I don't want to read it. The copy of my version, I literally have it paper clipped. So I know, oh, it's coming, and skip over that. I'm not reading that. Because even as a kid, preteen, I was like, as a teenager, I was like, dude, you're messed up. But proper good, not complete horror and gore, but definitely scary horror. This is what us, the youngest Gen Xers and the elder millennials, this is what we're all just like, yes, bring it. Bring in the nostalgia. This looks good. This looks well done. Props to Scholastic for keeping the rights and just licensing it like I suspect, because we absolutely deserve a good Goosebumps scary story series. We do. I think this is long overdue, and I think it looks well done. I'm going to do more research into who the directors and stuff are. We got a few months before it comes out, but absolutely, this is probably the only... If it wasn't on Hulu, Disney, this is how you get me back. This stuff that says, this is well done. We're not trying to preach to you. We're not trying to conform your ideas. We're taking these stories and making them pop on screen. That's what we want. We want good stories, good shows, good movies. You do this, you get your numbers back. But thankfully, you're smart enough to put it on Hulu too, so I don't have to pay for another streaming subscription. So, thank you for that, Disney. I appreciate it. So, until next time, my friends, as always, I love you all, and there's nothing you can do about it.